All right, so let's chat about sleepovers. My 7-year-old, who's our oldest, she is in second grade and was just invited to her first big birthday party bash sleepover. So it was kind of a new experience for me because this particular friend who she was invited by, I didn't really know, and I have never met her family. So naturally, I was very hesitant to agree to the sleepover part. I kind of batted around the idea of, oh, why don't you just go for the party and then mommy will pick you up around like 9 o'clock or something. And she was okay with that, but then, as the days went on, she really, really wanted to do the sleepover. So I was worried I didn't want to be like overprotective and not let her go because I think it would be a really great experience. Not only just for the fun of it, but also to grow relationships with friends at school and to also just that independence aspect of it as well. I think she would really thrive with. So um, I was kind of committed to checking out the family and getting to know them. And so my first place to go was Facebook, obviously. So I did a little Facebook stalking, and they seemed to be a super wonderful family. But then I checked in to see who all of our mutual friends were and messaged them to see kind of how they knew the family and what they could tell me about them. So that all checked out really, really well. It's weird. It's like you're doing your own detective work for your kid or something. But I mean, I didn't want to just send her somewhere where I didn't know the family. So I did that and felt good about all the responses I got, but I still wasn't sure if I wanted to let her sleep over. So I ended up emailing her teacher as well because the little girl was also in her class. They had the same class. And so I just asked her teacher, like, hey, we're totally new to the sleepover thing. Colette really would love to go to this birthday party, but I don't know the family. I didn't specifically ask her to tell me about the family, but she did, and she gave me glowing reviews, and she would easily send her own child to that house for a sleepover party, and they were super involved in the school and everything, and she just, after her email, I felt really, really good about it. But she also explained to me that sleepovers definitely pick up in second grade and third grade, and they become more common as the kids are getting older. So I was kind of curious about that as well. So that was interesting for me to learn that, yeah, second grade, third grade is when they really pick up and become more common as the kids become more independent. So that was really interesting as well. And then also, I am our local group lead for Moms Demand Action, a national group. I'm the lead chapter here in our town. And so it's all about gun safety and enforcing and creating more gun laws gun safety laws while protecting the Second Amendment. So even with that, it was really hard for me to ask the parents if there were any guns in the house, which I had never really considered asking before until I had started this group and learned more about gun violence and how often and common it is for guns to be stored not properly stored in the house. So anyways, I emailed the parents and said, Claire would love to come over. And it was really, really hard and awkward for me to ask this question about guns and safety in the house. And I'm still not quite sure why, but it was really, really awkward and hard. So all I said was, gun safety is really important to us. Just wondering if there are guns in the house, and if there are they stored properly and securely and away from the ammunition? And the mom emailed me right back and said, great, we're looking forward to having Colette over. And yes, there are guns in the house. They are locked in a combination safe. So I thought that was really great too. And after I said, it was awkward and kind of strange for me. But then, that's just the safety. But in exchange, I had safety for my child. So I obviously well worth it. But that's kind of how I went along doing that. So if any of you have some more input on sleepovers or any of that, please share, because I know this is uncharted territory. It's not just for me, but for other moms who haven't had the sleepover rigmarole happen quite yet to their family. So anyways, it was a great experience for Colette. She loved it and had a ton of fun, and I think it was good for her too. So that's my little tidbit on sleepovers. Please do share. Bye, everybody.